and I am live tonight. Today we are going to be discussing the final of the PS2 console game comparisons, and if y'all can hear me right, I'm having a little bit of issues with my having a little bit of issues of my uh, cords of my headset. So please bear with me on this. So if I can get it just right, I hope y'all can be able to hear me. Um, let's see. If I can get it right, no, I might have to give me a new phone one day. I don't know, but I'm having. It's just that I'm having a little bit of trouble with this one. Everything is not working like it's supposed to. So hopefully everything will work out. Now tonight we also going to be discussing the online capabilities of PS2 and also the other comparisons with the PSP because the PSP and the PS2 have a compatibility of doing different co-op on different ones. Okay, Gannon. I'm right here. Just whenever you get the chance, come on in, and we'll go ahead and get everything started. I have already done the A through Z, uh, some of myself, and the last two done solo. Um, it's kind of hard for me to do solo, so it's kind of hard. So I only stayed just by a little over an hour. But it's just kind of a little bit, you know. Uh, I am going to be doing a review on a remaster that will be coming up at the end of the stream. And also, I will be discussing some of the top picks that I am going to tell you, and also tell y'all what games I have tried out and I think it will be nice. So, remember this? Now our guests will be coming in just a moment. My co-host will be in just a moment. He's going to get everything set up on his end, and then we'll get right down to it. Now we do have a couple more type games coming out later on. And of course, those some new shows, some series. I believe that Gannon will help provide. And of course, though, I understand that we do have a late birthday boy that was in on Sunday. I hope maybe Gannon could probably get him on if he's busy today, tonight. He can come on in and say hi. So I will recommend on that as well. And of course, I will try to get more time to do maybe try to do a game stream, but kind of hard for me to do a live game stream. Attention, this is an important message. Why? Battery, got to get the position just right, and try to get it where now researchers have discovered a I will be turn your brain off. It's called Reactive Plus, the ingenious acupressure system that applies I don't know if I could be able to do the PS3 this month. I might wait till next month. to do the PS3 and cause some of the different ones. There is not much of a library in the PS3, but the PS4 has some good libraries and online libraries. And of course, the not many on that, not many at all. The PS5 has just started, so there's some games for the PS5 that's in PS4, so we can kind of do a little bit of that, but not much. I might do a little bit more of PS4, PS5 comparisons later on, but we might. I don't know. So, and also the next console I will be discussing will be the original Xbox, Xbox 360, and the Xbox One X. So there is a bit of a good one right there. The X S is pretty much more the download console and the physical copy. They broke down two. They broke down two different ones. So like if you want the full version, big Xbox, it is the Xbox One.
Caring about Dodgers' overall health is as important as my own. That's why it was such a logical step to partner with Jinx. I love the first ingredient is a high-quality protein. Salmon, grass-fed beef, chicken. He genuinely loves every time that shake with that, he comes running.
All right, Gannon, or did you just told everyone that you're going to be on my stream tonight?
It's the perfect blend of flavor and heat. I put that on everything.
Being in the restaurant business, my hair is exposed to the deep fryer, the grease. My hairdresser said hair thinning could be part of the menopause equation, and the only thing that worked for me is Nutrafol. It took a whole body approach, and it had quality ingredients. My hair was stronger. It has less breakage. Now I can focus on the things that are important to me and appreciate this new stage in my life. Start your hair growth journey at Nutrafol.com.
Join the team that takes you to the scene of the crime every Tuesday and Sunday. Every brings you the mystery. CSI Miami, all day Tuesdays and Sundays on Ion Mystery. Join the investigation.
All
Dreams
right.
are true while they last, and do we not live in dreams? Alfred Lord Tennyson.
All right. As soon as Gannon gets in, does what he has to do, I will be I will let you know that I do have I tried out a couple of games that it's pretty good.
There's no shortage of enemies to the logging industry, from
now I will tell you this here that now I have not tried one of the retro games that I wanted to try. Not just yet. I'm going to try to wait on a good special day to do that. Okay. Sending the link to all the Discord. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. That's perfect. Just make sure everything is it's good, and maybe also if we can get Chris from the master of the red shirts, if he wants to come, he can come. Or if anybody else wants to come in, Mr. Retro, or
let me show you what we got.
Frank.
No offense, but
whoever wants to come in, they are welcome to come in.
Because the last I checked, you guys had like the fifth lowest crime rate in the country.
I'm open to anyone. So
Let me explain something.
let's get right
When I go
down
on
to it
reservation
and
asking questions about
see what we
homicide,
do. And
not
also,
exactly treated with
once
open
we get
arms. You got a
everything
non-resident
set
victim
up,
to the mix, and they close ranks. They could trying to find a
oh,
native to pin it on.
I think we understand.
The body was found on
all
reservation
right,
land that
all
may
right.
not be tribal related. The area where we found Nava, that's easy to access from the highway.
It's possible Yansub knew it was a different jurisdiction and took advantage of it.
We found the torso here, leg about 100 yards that way, the rest of the parts through about a quarter mile past that. We found a foot not far from a known wolf den.
Think the wolves moved the parts?
Well, they've staked out this territory.
It's not an easy hike from the road. The strength it would take to dismember a body and then carry the pieces suggests that the Yansub is a physically fit male or it was a team.
You say it's a known wolf den? How many people might know about it? Well, it's not common public knowledge. Local rangers and law enforcement, plus the biologists who are out there studying them.
What about animal activists? People who think that logging might be infringing on the wolf habitat.
Yeah, we have a few. I suppose they would have known about it. It's not like we're hiding the information.
Here you go, Mr. Dumont.
Thank you. So, that's
She works, but she looked word you're a VIP. So what brings you to Rapid City?
just hiking, sightseeing.
Great. We have brochures in the lobby for Mount Rushmore, Deadwood.
All right.
Tower. Hey,
Just
you
I
don't
just
mind
turned
my
down the TV so that way it
We
won't
don't
be
do any
over.
things.
All right, here we go. Here comes my co-host, my a good friend, Gannon136, aka Patrick. He is coming in today. Let's go ahead and give my co-host a good warm welcome, shall we?
You've only been here a month. You're relative Norwich.
By the way, VIP is okay.
I see that he's not in. Okay, I see now. Trying to bring in that sunglasses deal, trying to be like,
I would have had my music going, but my
Crazy
Switch
guy,
battery was dead. I was like, damn it.
oh man.
What's up,
that's not-
everybody?
Okay. All right. I'm
Happy
having a
hump
little
day.
bit of trouble with my headset and with my. It's going crazy today, so I'm having a little bit of issue.
I'm going to be the rude one this episode. I'm going to be eating on camera.
Hey, I'm going to be eating too, so this is my show, so I don't care.
It's the Ronnie J Food Fest.
Okay, that's just weird. Yeah, in a way. Okay. Something's not right here. I don't know what's going on with my dang. I don't know what's going on with my cord or something wrong with my something wrong with the headset part of my phone. And everything's going screwy. So for those that are watching, please be advised that this is going to be a bit of a yikes. You know, it's going to be a bit of a trouble. So I don't know why he's doing this, but let me see here. If I can get it up here. Come on.
Sorry,
Oh boy, this is going to be a bit of a nightmare. Okay, let's see if this works. Nope, it's not working. Okay. These are my new ones. Yeah, I don't know. I think these do work. It's just that I think there's something wrong with the connection. Yeah, I might have to get a toothpick or something up. Wait a second. I think I'm hearing something here.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, Ronnie J.
Okay, now we're getting something.
French fry.
What you got?
That's a big ass fry.
What are you talking about? Yeah, I know. Oh man. Now, I will tell you this here now. Again, these past couple of weeks, I have done the solo stream during the uh on the PS2 games, and at correction,
First one was my
it's a
fault.
total of
First one was my
over
fault because I
four
overslept.
thousand.
And I missed
And the
last week
second one was
just
me
because
because
of
I had to
Friday.
yeah, I did. Oh, I want to do a good super good. I want to do a super good one, but I had to do it myself because my work schedule it was going to be I had to work last Wednesday night, and
Yeah.
I had to work this morning, so that worked out
Well,
for
that's good.
tonight for me. And also, yeah, and also um last Friday I wanted to I wanted trying to get someone to come because to help me out with this, but I mean I did what I could, but it only lasted a little over an hour. I mean it's all I could do, and I can't think of anything else what to say. So
Especially when you got nobody else to talk with, you know.
huh. But I mean now we're I mean we so right now I've done those two by myself. So now we're down to the last thing for the PS2. It's the online capabilities of some of the online games that it has, like SOCOM, U.S. Navy SEALs. We got Star Wars Battlefront 2, and
Battlefront
of
2.
course, though we do have some of the go.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I'm gonna try to
Yes,
get a list up here real
and
quick.
also the some
PS2
of the
online games.
online games.
Yeah, I'm gonna see. I want a list.
And it's those games there is only for online only,
Yeah.
but it's only for close. It's only for maybe LAN or online
Wow, there is a
internet
lot more online
back
games than I
in the day.
realized. Holy cow! There's a
Yes,
big list of
back
online
in the
games.
PS2 era.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a huge list.
Okay. Okay. How much of a list are we talking about?
Easily over 100 games.
Over 100. Okay. Okay. Out of all those 100 games, that is over 100 games out of 4,000 titles.
Actually, it looks like it's probably closer to 200. But still, yeah.
So we're looking. So of all the games that we gone through, is
Hold on, these
over
aren't all PS2
4,000
online.
titles.
What? Hold on. Some of these are considered LAN games. Hold on, let me confirm this.
If some of those are
Oh no, I see what they're saying.
LAN games,
Some of these are PS2 servers, and then some of these were servers that shut down. Okay. I think. Hold on. Let me see. This is all on Wikipedia. Let me see. Oh no, those are server alternatives. Okay, so
well, that
this whole list is its own thing. Okay. Okay. These are all technically were online games. Okay. Correction.
okay, okay, okay. Good, 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 good. All right. Now I do know that I went through some of them last week myself and went through everything. But also remember this though, there is some PSP games that are compatible if you use a cord to USB ported to the PS2 because there are some things that a PSP can do with the PS2, like SOCOM US Navy SEALs, and of course, those some of the other type games that could work as well. I mean, I know there's a lot of homework involved, but I know that we can try to get through it. Now, okay, what are now? Um, except for the Star Wars Battlefront and Battlefront 2, those are the two big heavy hitter type games that's big on online and big from solo campaigns and everything around. What are the other online PS2 games that was on during the time uh of that era? Uh, what are we
So,
looking at there, Danny?
so some ones that stood out to me, uh, 007 Everything or Nothing apparently had an online component. It looks like the 2006 FIFA World Cup game had
Okay.
online. Area 51, which is a Midway Games first-person shooter. ATV Off-Road Fury
Okay.
2, 3, and 4 all had online. Battlefield 2, they did a console version on PS2 and Xbox. That Battlefield game had online for console. Two of the Brothers in Arms games from Ubisoft had online. Burnout Revenge, Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1, Call of Duty 3, Call of Duty Finest Hour, Champions of Norath, Champions Return to Arms, Colin McRae Rally 2005, College Hoops 2K6, 2K7, and 2K8. Commando Strike Force. Let's see what else is in here. Some of the DDR games like Dance Dance Revolution. Delta
Okay,
Blackhawk County games. A bunch of the ESPN sports games. EverQuest apparently had some PS2 ports for EverQuest Online. I didn't realize they had those on console. So not just a PC game. They brought those to PS2 for the probably, I would imagine, the fantasy / RPG audience that likes to do that sort of stuff. Formula One Racing 0405. Believe it or not, Family Feud had an online server. Probably so you and your family could still play against each other from across the country.
Okay, I want to ask you this here. If it's Family Feud, who's the host of Family Feud? Is it Richard Karn?
At that point, it probably was Richard Karn. I don't think Steve Harvey was hosting them. Either that.
No. Steve Harvey came in during.
Let me look. For the, let's see here, Ubisoft version, it was Louis Anderson.
Louis Anderson? That great.
Oh, no, hold on.
Oh, man, Louis Anderson.
Hold on, that's not it. Hold on. Okay, this is confusing. Oh, no, that was the PS1 version. The PS2 version apparently had... well-known game show host Todd Newton does the voiceover in addition to hosting the game. Who's Todd Newton? Oh, Todd Newton's the guy who does the announcing on Price is Right now with the guy who's like, "Come on down." He's got a very
That's
unique
Drew Carey.
voice. With Drew Carey, yeah, he's the guy that
Yeah,
does
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
announcements for Drew Carey.
Yeah. I think he was
know
still
his
doing
voice.
it when
He's got a
Bob
very
Barker was
distinct
there.
voice. Yep, he's been doing it with Bob.
God bless Bob. I tell you now, may he rest in peace. And Bob Barker, he was the greatest game show host,
Oh, that's not
and he
him.
was
That's not
the.
him. Hold on. That's not him.
Oh, that's not him.
They did some sort of Price is Right live. That's who this guy is. So I don't even know who this guy is. So never mind.
Okay. Okay.
He's got some podcast. He's
all
on
right,
some
let-
Travis. Yeah, I have no idea who this guy is.
Well, let's go ahead and
I'm trying to see what else is here
move
that might
on.
be recognizable here. One of the Front Mission games had an online game called Front Mission Online, which Front Mission's actually making a comeback recently. They brought some of those remastered games to Switch just recently.
Okay.
GoldenEye Rogue Agent had a server. Did you ever play that one?
GoldenEye.
Called GoldenEye Rogue Agent. It was a first-person shooter in the James Bond franchise. Came out November 22nd of 2004 in North America. It apparently has 8
I never
levels.
actually heard of it.
You can use different weapons, as well as the weapons from GoldenEye. Has 4 abilities, where you have different abilities you can use against your enemies. There are various weapons to collect, allowing the player to fight with a single one-handed weapon, dual wield, or use powerful two-handed weapons. The player's free hand can also throw grenades or take hostages, using them as human shields to make it difficult for enemies to hit you. And it used 4 players.
No, the only James Bond.
Never heard of this.
The only James Bond games I got. The only James Bond games I ever got is 007 Golden Gun and 007 From Russia with Love, starring Sean Connery as James Bond.
So apparently, when they built this game, it used it was a modified version of the Medal of Honor engine at the time. And it came out after Nightfire.
Okay.
It was the next game after Nightfire, apparently.
Okay.
It received mixed or average reviews. They said the game lacked innovation and personality, but it still had a unique premise. But apparently, the gameplay was pretty mediocre. Yeah, it doesn't look like it got very good ratings.
All right.
Dang. And so IGN is known for giving just like standard whatever games, giving them a 7 out of 10. It's like what IGN's known for. They gave this game a 6.5, which means it's below average.
Yeah, that is below average.
Seriously, go on IGN's
All right, what's
website,
next?
and the majority of their game, it's the biggest running joke. IGN just hands out 7 out of 10s like they're going out of style.
Some people in IGN don't know what they're talking about.
They don't. They gave like really popular games that everybody rants and raves about, and they'll be like 7 out of 10. Be like, what? You're stupid.
Actually, IGN, they're about as bad as Fox News.
They're somewhere between Fox News and CNN.
Yeah, I'd rather watch ABC.
I have to say, I do like some of the personalities that do some of their podcasts at IGN. Some of those people are really smart. But like their review team, nah. It ain't their fam.
They're dumb. They're dumb as rocks.
I wouldn't say they're dumb. I just don't think they. The thing with games journalism is they don't take the time to play through and enjoy the fullness of a whole game. They kind of got to get crank reviews out really quick. Like, all right, I got to get this game done and go to the next game. Go to the next game. Go to the next game. They just don't take the time to really enjoy it.
No. See, you have to take time and really enjoy the game. And also trying to because you may never know, and there's some different levels, you can look around, see what are some of those Easter eggs. See some good Easter eggs that pops into into the game. Like let me think. Let me bring in an example here into it. One good Easter egg is a cheat code Easter egg. Paper Mario Thousand Year Door for GameCube or the Switch. There's a little Easter egg thing. If you play as Mario or any of the and also your partner at the time, they can you can go up top to the in the X-Naught Fortress, go to where the shower room is or the changing room, and you just fall down and you become your retro Super Mario Brothers self.
Yeah. So I haven't played a lot of Odyssey, but what I did play was really cool because you keep going between like the 2D, 3D, which is really cool how they did that. Because there's like certain parts, but even some of those like old classic Mario parts, some of those parts, even like right in the middle of playing Odyssey, like that stuff's actually kind of hard. It's not easy.
Well, here's the thing. Actually, I was talking about the Easter egg thing of like the Paper Mario 1000 Year Door there above the X-Naught Fortress, and you drop down into this changing room, and guess what? You turn into your retro self, to your Super Mario Brothers self. Have you ever done that cheat code, that little Easter egg?
So I haven't actually played Thousand Year Door, even though I have it. I'm planning on getting around to it eventually.
I would recommend if you do, man. There is a lot to go through.
Yeah, everyone tells me that game is really thick, and that's why it's such a highly sought after game. But now with since they just did the re-release on Switch, the updated version with the newer graphics, I think someone said like the classic version. I forget if the price went up or down. I gotta look at price charting. I think around the time the game came out, it probably did go up in price. But now that the Switch version's out, everybody's just buying the Switch version because it looks better.
I could say this here though. Now you also have an additive boss level in the Switch version. An additive boss. You have to go up against Prince Mush, the very first champion of the Glitz Pit.
You've painted me intrigued. I'm going on price charting now to see how much the value went up on the GameCube version. He said it was 1000 Year Door.
Dang
right?
it. Yes, 1000 Year Door. But okay, people, I know this is a PlayStation stream. We are going to get to it. Or we're just going to go back to the Nintendo just for a little bit. And I promise you, we get right back to the PlayStation 2 online PSP compatibility of the online games. I promise you, we will get back right to it. We're just going to do a little price charting with the PlayStation.
What month did that game come out?
Your Door. See if it went up or went down.
Do you remember 1000 Year Door?
Let me see. Let me think.
For Switch.
1000. Let's see here. The 1000 Year Door for the Switch. That came out this year.
It was this year. I'm just trying to remember what month it was. Let me see here.
I think it was. It was in either May, April, somewhere around there.
Okay, because that makes sense from what I'm seeing here on price charting. Let's see. I'm looking it up again here. Hold on. I got like 6 tabs.
It was 60 something. It was like 60 something dollars.
Okay, so this doesn't even tell me what month it is on the wiki. All right. Anyways, though, yeah, I think it came out around then because I'm looking here on price charting, and like in April it got to. Well, I think it was like it looks like February it dropped to $81, which I'm looking at the graph here. It has stayed pretty much consistent like the last few years. If you had a complete in box, like the bestseller version, like even all the way up through like April of 2023, all the way through like July of last year, that game was sitting at $110 complete in box with the manual. And then it looks like second half of 2023 it dropped off, which I'm assuming that's when they made the announcement that the game was coming out, the remake. So the price went, and then right around the time, I think it was like May 2024, right as the game was coming out, the GameCube version went kind of up again a few dollars. And then now that the Switch version's come out, it's just flat right now. It's just sitting at $80, just $80 even now, which is still more expensive than the Switch version. But you know what that tells me? Everyone's just gonna get the Switch version, and it's just gonna do this, and then maybe flatten off again, and then it's gonna go down some more, and then flatten off again. Which I think, being the original version of the game, I could see it. It won't ever go below 70 unless you find it in a garage sale.
Oh, you really want to know about the original version? Bam!
Oh, that one. Let me see what that one's going for now. Hold on. You've colored me intrigued once again. I need to see what that one's going for now.
Hey, it's my show.
Is that the standard version?
That is the this is the N64 version.
Which most people have that one loose. Wow, the prices are all over the place for loose. Okay, hold on. Wow, that shot up during the pandemic, man. So like right before the pandemic, the game was running for about 45-ish loose. As soon as everybody got locked up in their houses, that game shot up to $85 or more than $85. And at its worst spot during the pandemic, December of 2021, it hit a maximum of $93.25. And now that we're on the other side of it, plus I think if I remember correctly, that one is on the NSO expansion pack. You can play that one on your Switch through their server. It's now back down to $59, and it's still going down. So we're getting back down to that $50, $45 price point. It'll be there in a few months. It'll be back down to $40 bucks.
Well, I got it for 70. So
most people are selling it between 50 to 65 on eBay still. They're trying to still get some top dollar on it. Let me see. What are the sells though? The ones actually sold.
Although here's the thing though.
Oh no, those are the.
But remember,
yeah, that's the sold prices.
But remember, I did not buy this. My friend did. So he bought me a $70 game.
Jeez. You should have told him to wait a few months. You could have got it like $10 cheaper.
Hey, listen, it's right there, and it's just pick me. I'm gonna get you.
So if you actually own a copy of it CIB, like complete in box with the original manual and the original N64 box, It's averaging $213 right now.
Yeah, you gotta give it.
If you still have an original copy of Paper Mario in the plastic, it is worth $1,000. And if you get it graded with it sealed in the plastic, it's almost $1,500. But to keep something in that much of a mint condition since the 90s, good luck.
Yeah, good luck. Okay. But now there is a lot good ones around. But for those that will be watching this stream, I will advise you to please look any of your retro GameStop places to see if they might have a good game. They now GameStop. Power to the players. This is uh I'm gonna sponsor a little bit on that. Games brought to you by GameStop. Power to the players. For those that want to find good games and good, not only new games, but merchandise, and of course, old retro games, because at some locations in different parts of the United States and maybe other countries, I don't know. They will be selling old games, old retro games, maybe consoles, but I don't know. They will be selling games, uh, and also they will be selling consoles as well. So from the old style up to the new style. Also old merchandises, toys, and figurines as well.
I'll be right back.
Go out and find your red, and also make sure that you find what you needed. I promise you, you will be able to find uh, good PlayStation games, good Nintendo games, Xbox, all kinds of merchandises and everything. Hey, how you doing? Oh, yes, everything is doing pretty good. The late birthday boy. The Spencer. Everyone. This here's the birthday boy. Spencer, just stop by and say hello. The convo is doing all right. We're doing pretty good. How you been doing today, there, Spencer? And please come and please, if you want to come and join in on this here special edition of the PlayStation 2 console, games, online games, and the PSP era of the compatibility, you're more than welcome to join.
Ask your doctor if it's right for you.
What is your style for macaroni or the mix? Both.
Okay, who's that belong to?
Me, I would eat the chocolate.
I,
I'm trying to eat something and everything.
ah,
Yeah, the fillers.
I might have to go get. No, I'm gonna have to go get these. So I'm gonna have to wait a little bit till my co-host come in and take over for a while. Now, Spencer. Now I want to ask you this here, Spencer. Uh, what, uh, what was your favorite PS2 online game server of all time? What was considered to be your favorite?
Home is a warm and fuzzy feeling.
Take your
Experience
time.
the comfort of home wherever you go. With the familiar, long-lasting freshness and cuddly softness of snuggle. Snuggle, the comfort of home.
I'm seeing this bra all over my Instagram feed. I'm sure you're seeing it too.
This is the most comfortable bra I've ever found in my life. I love it because one, it's not underwire, any underwire. It smooths out your back It doesn't give you back fat or back rolls. You could wear this under a t-shirt and it wouldn't leave any marks or bulges. So not only is it super supportive, lifting and smoothing, but you have all that without an underwire and without a ton of padding. If you're looking at this and it's available, I promise you won't regret it. Try risk-free. Free returns on all orders.
Okay. As soon as Prince Drill gives us an answer, I would say, and also whenever Ganon comes back, I want to remind everyone that the some of the online games of the PlayStation 2 servers, most of them has been shut down due to that it's outdated, and now it's pretty much nothing left of the online service of the PlayStation 2 because of the fact that the service has been, like I said, it's been outdated. There's not much that they can do. Because of the fact that of the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 is the thing. Even though the PS4 is on the verge of maybe getting outdated, but the servers are still on up. But the thing is, though, with the PS5 is still going, it's still up, and it's the big hit deal. So it's going to be there for a long while. Ain't no telling how long the PS5 is going to be. So it's going to be a long time before the PS5 starts to go outdated. It might be 5 years, maybe. It might, but ain't no telling. We just have to wait and see what's gonna happen. Maybe the PS4, maybe PS5 might be the new PS2. Ain't no telling how long. All right, since now my co-host is back, I would say the Dingus showed up for a little bit.
Cool, cool.
I think he's still in. Yep. And so I'm going now. I'm going to since now my co-host is here, I'm going to let my co-host take over for a while I go get me something to get me a little bite to eat right quick, and I'll be right back. So uh Gannon is going to I'm gonna go ahead and do this for him. So I'm gonna let you have the floor, and I will be right back, okay? And just talk about what price charting or also,
I was
or
just
if you
gonna
want
keep
to
running
do
down the
more of
list
the
of games, unless you
online
want me to
stuff.
wait till you get back.
Well, you can go ahead and do what you gotta do because it keep things rolling, keep things going,
All right.
and it won't take me long to get back. So go right on ahead.
What's that right here? I got enough battery in here now. I can pull up the chat at least. Oh, of course, YouTube has an update. So the next game on the list here was Hot Wheels Stunt Track Challenge had servers, which I'm surprised. A lot of these games had servers all the way up till March 31st of 2016. They just kept the servers up. It's just crazy. So I'm wondering if they were peer-to-peer servers, not official servers. Jack X Combat Racing actually had an online server. Killzone, King of Fighters, Maximum Impact 2, King of Fighters, Maximum Impact Regulation A. Puzzle game called Lemmings, which I think, if I remember correctly, is pretty popular back then. Of course, all the Madden NFL games, they were popular. Major League Baseball, 2K5, 2K6, 2K7, 2K8, 2K9, 2K10, 2K11, and 2K12. Marvel Nemesis Rise of the Imperfects, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, which is, I know, pretty popular amongst a lot of you guys out there. Medal of Honor Rising Sun, Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence, Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition Remix, Midnight Club 2. All right, hold on a sec, guys. 1 second here. I'm going to have the chat up ready to go. being a little bit of a pain in the butt today. All right, I should have it working here now. All right, if I missed your messages, I apologize. I'm running it through my Switch. We're going to do the best we can with what we got. MLB 6 the show, MLB 7 the show, MLB 8 the show, MLB 9 the show. Basically a bunch of sports games. Monster Hunter, Monster Hunter 2, Monster Hunter G, and those are all running through MH Old School alternate server still to this day, apparently. Mortal Kombat Armageddon, Mortal Kombat Deception, more sports games. MX versus ATV Unleashed, MX versus ATV Untamed, NASCAR 06, 07, 08, 09, 2005 Chase for the Cup, which I hear is a fantastic game. It's like a pinnacle of racing games, and it was on multiple consoles back then. NASCAR Thunder 04, NBA 06, NBA 07, NBA 08. Just, oh my God, so many sports games. All the sports games had servers back then for online multiplayer. NCAA March Madness, Need for Speed Most Wanted, Need for Speed Underground, Need for Speed Underground 2, NFL Street 1, 2, and 3, NHL Outrun 2006 Coast to Coast was actually a very expensive game now in the Outrun series. Phantasy Star Universe, which was an online RPG. Phantasy Star Universe Ambition of the Illuminous, also another continuation of that series, online RPG. The Pez soccer games, Project Snowblind. What was that? Oh, yeah, that was a first-person shooter. I remember something about that recently. Risk Global Domination, Robotech Invasion, Rogue Trooper. Ratchet and Clank actually had a game. Up Your Arsenal had an online component, apparently. SSX 3, obviously, that was a big deal back then with EA Sports. Like we were saying earlier, Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2. Serious Sam had a game in 04 that had online. We were talking about the SOCOM games. So we had those. King of the Fighters Maximum Impact. The Sims Busted Out, which was, I think, it was its own separate Sims game. It was on PlayStation. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, 4, Underground, and Underground 2, and American Wasteland all had online servers back in the day. The Tribes series had Aerial Assault as one of their games. And I didn't know about Tribes for the longest time, and now I've gone back and seen what Tribes is. It was actually a similar game to one I played on PC back in the day. Pretty cool. Twisted Metal had a game called Black Online. It was Twisted Metal Black, and it had an online server. Okay. UEFA Champions League, so some more soccer. Urban Chaos Riot Response, Warhammer 40k Fire Warrior. Came out in 03. World Rallycross 4, World Rallycross Rally Evolved. WWE SmackDown versus Raw 07. World Championship Poker, Pool, Snooker, Poker, Championship Snooker, SmackDown versus Raw 06. X-Men Legends 2 Rise of the Apocalypse. That was a ish sort of game, I think people told me about. And then there's a game called X113, also known as 13 in Roman numerals. First-person shooter based on the first 5 volumes of the 1984 Belgian graphic novel series of the same name. Developed and published by Ubisoft. And it had an online server. Okay, and that doesn't even cover all the LAN games. The LAN games have their own giant list as well, which some of the games are similar to the online list we had. Some of these games are LAN only. Okay. So majority of them were...
All right, well,
So, all right, we just finished
all
the list.
right, I
Perfect
just want to
timing,
say
Robbie
that,
J.
thank you for... Oh, good. Sorry about that, everyone. I was getting me something to eat right quick, and right now though everything's frozen on my end. Let me try to
Okay, he'll be right
I'm not
back.
gonna end anything. I'll be right back. I'm going to do this here.
As long as I'm in here, it should keep continuing.
Okay, everything's back to where it needs to be.
Here we go.
All right. Now then, everything's back. Oh, we got another viewer coming in. Whoever is the next viewers that's coming in. My name is Ronnie J. Lucas, aka The Lightning, and this is my co-host Scanner126. We are talking about the online capabilities of the PS2 ports, the online servers, games. This we just like what Gannon just said of the online capability of the online games of the PS2. Now there is a LAN port for the PS2 that is compatibility. So, how many games is for the LAN online for the PS2?
It was a much shorter list, and a majority of those games were basically the same ones that had online servers, so really nothing notable there.
Okay, so I guess we could just pretty much skip that one.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So we're just gonna skip LAN, and they'll go straight to some of the other ones right now. Like the I know we're not much on the PSPs or anything, but there is some games that for the PSP and the PS2 do share. SOCOM US Navy SEALs Bravo, along with SOCOM US Navy SEALs Combined Assault. And of course, though, there are some other type games for the PSP as well. Got some like the Marvel games, like the X-Men, the Iron Man, some Lego games, and of course, though, there are some of the different games for the PSP. But I will let Gannon look up a little list for the PSP. But I mean, now for those of y'all that don't know what a PSP is, it's called PlayStation Portable. It's a handheld version of the PlayStation 2, more or less. But it's only for a few certain games. Not many games is pretty much the same. Now, they did have another Star Wars Battlefront, but it's for the PSP, which is a bit different. It's called Star Wars Battlefront Elite. So I will let Gannon introduce a few of the games that from the PSP port that is compatibility to the PS2, which is not many games if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so it's a very small list. Let's see, what is this? Okay, so we had Micro Machines version 4, and that unlocked 10 version exclusive tracks for the other version, I'm assuming on PSP. Jack X Combat Racing actually had an unlockable vehicle in Jack X with the PSP. ATV Off-Road Fury unlocked tracks. SOCOM 3 might have had a few extra bonus weapons. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater had additional cards or camouflage patterns, but might have been limited just to the Japanese version of the game. Outrun 2006 Coast to Coast actually had a feature where it was on both PSP and on PS2, and you could take the save file and use the cable to move your save file back and forth between your PSP and your PS2 versions and take it on the go with you. So it was literally a game. It was a manual way of moving the save file back and forth, but it was like way before the Nintendo Switch even existed, where stuff like that, where cross save wasn't even possible to be able to take a hybrid console on the go. So, as somebody on the Reddit put it, they had, with one Outrun game, they had you just using that cable, you could move that save file back and forth. That was technically a feature 11 years before the Switch ever hit the market.
I see.
So it required a little bit of moving that save file across the cable, but other than that, it was basically like a cool feature way ahead of its time. Then we have Crash Tag Team Racing, and it had 2 exclusive tracks and an exclusive vehicle for every character on the other version of the game. Formula 1 2006 would let you transfer your career progress, so I'm assuming that was probably not the save file, but like if you had certain progress, it probably knew where you were at in the game, and you could take that and transfer that to the PSP, or vice versa. Gran Turismo 4 from 2009 might have had a photo mode where you could share your photos with the PSP version, or back to the PS2, probably to the PSP, and then you could share it from there. FIFA 08 would also let you do career progress transfers, and WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 06 would also let you do transfer career progress, and also let you transfer custom characters as well.
Okay.
And it looks like that is... Super Monkey Ball Adventure apparently would let you do transfer saves. Madden NFL 06 lets you import PS2 files like franchise mode and roster data to the PSP version. Metal Gear Solid 3 let you transfer photos to Metal Gear Solid 2. So somebody figured a way to do that.
Must be a mod or a hack.
So apparently Monster Hunter 2 and Monster Hunter Portable also utilize a feature where you could move stuff around, because there was a certain character you could only fight in Monster Hunter 2 because the servers went down. It was like an exclusive online server boss. So I guess the PSP version or whatever would let you do that. And so once you defeat that boss, you could take your save file and move it back over to the PS2 since the servers were down on PS2. And then once they made fan modded servers, that feature got added back in. But until they could make alternate servers happen, that was the only way you could get that progress to beat that specific boss, because they shut the servers down.
Okay.
So some fans were like, "Damn it, I have to work for this." It's like, the servers are down, but I still want to fight the boss. Let's see here. Let's see here. All right, it sounds like that's about it. That's basically it. Believe it or not, what I've been reading online is the PSP actually had more connectivity features to the PS3, not the PS2.
Well,
the PSP came out at a weird time.
Because
your money, your life, your goal.
well, actually, no. The PSP came out during the time of the PlayStation 2 because of that. But the PSV, the Vista came out during the time of the PlayStation 3.
Let me see when PSP came out. It came out in North America in 2005. So like right there before like around the same time, or right before the PS3. So it was like right in the middle. Let me see. When did when did PS3 come out?
PS3 came out during the 2010 era.
There's no connection between these victims.
No, you're thinking PS4.
What exactly was he trying to say?
I think. Okay, so
No.
the PS3 was 06.
It could be anything. Birthday, death date,
Oh,
traumatic
six.
event. His first
Yep,
picture Rachel
so-
shows was the only
Huh.
one of kidnapped
Yeah, because it was that and the 360 came out around the same time. I think if I remember correctly, they
But the
managed to get.
PS2 was still.
Yeah, that was 06, 05 or 06. I forget when the Xbox 360 came out. I think it was 06 as well.
was never a participant for 4 days before the anniversary date.
But
But
yeah, I remember that the big thing is
but
they were. If you wanted the one with the most storage for PS3, the 60 gig model, it was a $600 launch. And back then, I remember like when they said $600 for a PlayStation, everybody thought Sony went crazy. And then now, like fast forward to like the PS5, when they launched the PS5, they were like, "Nah, that's also going to be 600." And then now with the new PS5 Pro, they're like, "Nah, now it's 700." It's like I don't know what Sony's smoking. And then now that that's just the digital only
smoking
version,
some of that
$700. And if you want the disc tray, it's an external plug-in disc tray. They're like that's an extra $50-$60 just for the disc tray. And if you want the stand, that's another bunch of money. And then by the time you get all the games with the new PS5 Pro, you already spent over $1,000. It's crazy, man.
In the first 24 hours, either to a church or to a hospital.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's
I was
one of the
shocked
things
to
that
see that a lot of
Sony
games
people
had
need to
servers
stick
all the way
with the
till
PS4.
2016. I didn't realize that PS2 servers stayed up till 2016.
I mean, because the PS2 is still the reason why the PS2 stayed out and competed against all odds, because they still wanted to have games and online service. Some, excuse me, sorry, everyone. Me. Some of the games were better on the online servers during the time with the PS3, because everybody thinks that PS3, with the PS3, it's you think this is great, and then all of a sudden it gets overheated. It's burnt up if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why and the PS3 only lasted only a few years before the PS4 ever showed up, because they say the PS3 it was a complete dumpster fire. It was bad.
Well,
Then
it
the
was
PS4
hard for
showed up.
developers because it was a different
The
architecture
first-
than they were used to developing games for. Compared to PS1 and PS2, it was like learning how to walk again, basically. And believe it or not, like in the modern emulation times, they can emulate PS1 and PS2 games pretty easily. They've had the hardest time trying to emulate PS3 games. So it's interesting, but yeah, it's just because the way they did PS3 is so different than the other two.
Well, the reason why that it's hard for the PS3 is because of the transition. Because the PS3, you can play it through AV or HDMI. So there's two ways of doing it. But it's a transitional console.
Yeah.
From AV to HDMI. There's two different versions of how you do it.
Yeah.
But and the reason why it's so hard because they don't know what to do. And you can't do PS4, and you can't do PS5. The reason why is because they are Blu-ray, and
Yeah,
they are so high tech, and
that's right. You know
you
what?
can
I hadn't
emulate
considered that the media
the
changed from DVD to Blu-ray between PS2 and PS3. And I want to say
yes
that was, I think, the same when the 360 came out. I think it was, I don't even remember the exact format. No, it was still DVD. It was a DVD format on Xbox, but
DVD
I think they went
DVD.
with, if I remember correctly, because of Microsoft, the way the proprietary system worked, I think they were on some sort of like higher graphical DVD or HD DVD for 360, whereas the PS3 was exclusively on a Blu-ray basis of disc. Which, looking back on it, when
Yes,
back in the day,
yes,
people
definitely.
bought PS2s because of the DVD. Like, seriously, a lot of PS2s sold just because they doubled as DVD players. And the same thing happened when the PS3 came out. They realized, hey, I can play games on this, but I can also watch Blu-rays, which Blu-rays were popping off when the PS3 came out. And they had to choose between like the Xbox 360 and the PS3.
Definitely.
And then on top of that, you throw in the Xbox 360's Red Ring of Death controversy, which we'll talk about on a future Xbox episode. That's why the PS3 still sold really, really well.
Yes,
Because Blu-ray, just ultimately, it was the newer, better thing over DVD. So you're obviously going to, I can't watch a Blu-ray on my 360. Oh, okay, I'm going to buy a PS3. But there's also a lot of factors that come into play on the Xbox side, which we'll get around to eventually. Like the multiplayer online servers on the Xbox side were so much better than the PlayStation version. For a lot of the same titles too, especially noticeable back in the day, the Call of Duty games. I remember a lot of people opted to play the Call of Duty games actually on the Xbox side over PlayStation because the servers were just that much smoother.
that is true because of the Xbox 360. The graphics of that is much higher than the PlayStation 2. The PlayStation 2 is more retro based,
Mm-hmm.
while the Xbox 360 was more in the higher HD of the almost lifelike uh tier. So
Mm-hmm.
so there is a lot. There's a lot to be going on that, and also everyone. We just went through all the online games and the compatibility for the PSP and the PS to the PS2. Now we did a good premonition for the PS3. There were some games for the PS3, but we will get to those eventually. But we will also be talking about the PSP games later on in our shows. So like for next week, or oh, or whenever I have a chance, we will be doing a PSP transition to the PS3. Depends on how many games for the PSP they have in the library. Now, I don't know how many games is in the PSP. I bet I know there's a lot of them. Now, for those that don't know about with the PSP, it is a handheld, a PlayStation, same thing as a PSV, but a PSP is it's an older style. It's got some different games with it. There's some games that is the same, some games are different. So we finally was able to get through them. So we will be going through more later. So in the PSP console, the PSP handheld games, we will be doing more of them. Uh, I don't know, probably next week, maybe. But now, and also we will be doing a little bit on the PlayStation 3 And yes, I understand that the PS3 is not everybody's favorites because the design is weird, wonky, how they do things. But I mean, we had to go through it. I understand. But I mean, uh, it's not everybody's cup of tea. But there are some games on that console has some pretty good exclusive PS3 games. Some of them are pretty exclusive, and they are the most top dog during the era. So I don't know. There's only one version of the PlayStation 3 console. I don't know. There's two or three different versions of it, but we will go through them later on in the shows. So, as further ado, we will be doing our we are going to a remaster that will be coming out in January 23rd, 2025, day before my birthday. And that'll be none other. And it's confirmed by Aspire. Oh, it is
Oh yes,
confirmed.
yes.
It is. It is officially confirmed that I found this here before Gannon even found out about it.
Yep.
It is confirmed. It is Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles that was from the PlayStation 1 era. It is available on PS4, PS5, the Nintendo Switch, and the Xbox X Series S and X. It's going to cost $20 at 19.95, and the official launch is on January the 23rd, 2025. And be sure to uh, go and get it downloaded and see what you think. Now, but here's the thing: there is a physical copy. It's not for the console. It's only for the original. If you got an original PlayStation or PS2 with a PS1 memory card, you can, and I'm going to repeat myself, you can play it if you have that game. But for Jedi Power Battles, Gannon, take a look and see how much of the original physical copy of Jedi Power Battles for the Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles.
I'll take a look here in just a minute. Let's see here.
Are you telling us that we shouldn't be trying to question her?
See what it's going. We want to see what it's going for now, or what the original price was.
Do both. So that way we can compare from the original price back in the day, and then we're going to compare that to the price now.
Okay, let's see here. Hold on. Power battles.
The data and spoke to the families of previous victims, and they had nothing to add to their original statements.
Why hasn't he returned Phoebe Payton yet? There has to be a reason. I think to state the obvious, but maybe he killed her.
But why take the time, effort, and risk to return all the other kids just to kill this one?
You know, she could have succumbed to an asthma attack. Or we're looking at this wrong. What if he's finally found a kid he's really been looking for?
But we profiled him as a sexual sadist with rage issues. The children have no value to him. It's the nannies he wants.
The first part of that still could be right. Clearly he's a sadist. But what if the kids are more valuable to him than the nannies? And the nannies are collateral damage in the hunt for what he really wants, a child. Somehow Phoebe Payton fits a bill, and it explains why he doesn't.
And also, I do have my trusty tablet here, and I will be doing the calculations for it. We will do but here's the thing. Uh, we will go from the actual original price for whenever it first came out.
Okay, so I can't find the original price
And
anywhere
then
on here. But it looks like for the PS1 version, most copies range anywhere from like $5 all the way up to 20, depending on quality.
Yeah.
Now that's that's just the loose copies.
But
Most
what
of the
hap-
ones in the box with the manual is about $10 to $20. So it's a fairly inexpensive game. Now let me see what the retail is going to be on the new one. Let's see, what are they charging for Power Battles now?
Retail, it is $19.99 for the downloadable content for the PS4, PS5, Xbox X Series S and X, and also the Switch. So, but now for the original copy of PS1,
it's gonna be $20. $20
I'm
for this
not
game when it comes out. So they're not even gonna go that
pretty much
higher than the
$20. It's
PS1
$19.
version. Yeah, $19.99. So they're
So
keeping it fairly cheap. And I'm assuming that means it's not a very long game, so they're selling it pretty cheap.
Yeah,
Which that seems fair.
so that's not bad.
At this point, I'd like to introduce Shane and Melody Payton. These are
I also
would
figured
agree.
they figured probably not a lot of people are going to pick this one up. It's not necessarily on their top tier of like Star Wars games that they want to play, you know, that are remasters. So I could see that's why they're charging so cheap for it, and they're not charging like $40 for it.
No. I mean, if you wanted something like charging $40 for, that would be more or less like, let's see,
Like
what are the
KOTOR,
new
Republic
games that would be
Commando,
good
stuff like
for
that.
the charge? Yes, definitely something like that, or Digimon. Some of the Digimon
how much
games,
did
something
KOTOR? I'm trying to remember.
or
When KOTOR came back, that was like what, a $40 game as well? I think something like that.
it was.
Yeah.
But
Now,
the only way
now
you
mine
do
was way
KOTOR,
more expensive
but
because I got
it's
one of like the limited edition ones that was like $70 or $80 or something like that. I forget how much I ended up spending on it, but and I didn't even get like the collector's edition, like the one that had everything in it. But still, I was like, the version I got was still really cool. I saw what the other one had, and it's like it had everything I had in mind plus way more. But that thing was like probably like $150, $200, and I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that. But yeah, the only thing I didn't like about that one, it was cool when I got it, but the thing that sucked is limited run took forever to produce that one. I'm not even joking, Ronnie J. I waited almost a year to get that game. No joke. I pre-ordered it and waited like, I think it was like 11 to 13 months for that thing to show up at my door. It was, and I keep telling everybody, it's like, if it's limited run, I am not buying a limited run game unless it is on the sales floor at like Best Buy. That's the only way I'm going to buy a limited run now.
Right. I have to agree with you on that because there's some things that I mean, you can't just rush it. I mean, there's some things that it has to be done, and plus everybody's
Don't get
trying
me
to
wrong,
buy
the quality
this
was
game,
great. I just
and
couldn't
it's
believe
just
it took like a year to get it. That's what it was like. Like, really? Come on. You couldn't get it to me in like 3-4 months? Like, come on, guys. What are you doing?
man. But
So I'm assuming the pre-orders must have been
here.
suffering. If it took them that long, they were probably waiting to mass ship all of them out at the same time. Is probably what it was. They were just waiting to get them all done and then just ship them at once. So I was like, okay, I can understand that. That's different. But like, come on, really? A year? What are y'all doing?
Okay. Now I will say this here to everyone that now there has been a few
Let me see if I can
series
find
that
that
will be
while
coming
you're
out.
talking about that.
We got now we do have a couple of series that will be coming out. And also we got a Star Wars story movie with that will be coming out, and that is uh a Star Wars story, Crimson Dawn, featuring none other than Darth Maul. He is the one that is going to be uh, uh he's going to be the main character, main focus of it because of the fact that of his stature. So this is going that's what it's going to be on there. Now we do have now and also we got the upcoming game coming out this month. It's real close, and that is the Sonic X Shadow Generations for the PS4, PS5, Switch, Xbox X Series S, X, and Steam. And it's going to be a pretty good game. Also, we got the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie be coming out this December. I had to keep mentioning this because the fact that
Okay,
it's
I don't have the KOTOR in here. It's out in the shed.
So, also we are going to, and also there is some few other series that is going to be coming out. Let's see. Let me think of one here. Let me think of another one that's good. Also we got another game.
No KOTOR today. It's out in the shed somewhere in storage, so I don't have it right here. Like I was going to show it.
It's all right. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Also, now I will say this here. Now we do have another. Let's see here. I think they're trying to make another series. I think it's another Ahsoka series, and season 2 of Ahsoka, and they're trying to make another series of the Kenobi, and
So
I
Ahsoka's a
heard
lock for
that
sure. Ahsoka's definitely happening. Kenobi is a
that
maybe. We still don't know. And what were you saying earlier about
and of
Crimson
course
Dawn?
the
I missed that.
Mandalorian. Crimson Dawn is a Star Wars story based on. It's going to be none other than starring Darth Maul.
Is this a comic book? Yeah, I've heard nothing about this. I don't know where you got that from.
I think I just saw this on Google, and it's an official teaser trailer.
Nah, that's not real. Unless it just came out like today.
I saw it about a couple of days ago, or maybe
Yeah,
the
that sounds
couple
fake.
weeks ago.
I would have heard something by now. Then again, you know what? I've been out of
I
the
had
Star
to
Wars
look
loop for
that
so
up.
long. I'm gonna go look on Star Wars Newsnet and see if it's there. Because if it's there, I'll be like, all right, cool. But I've been so out of the loop. Like, yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what we've wanted for
It's
so
like
long.
an official.
Let's see here.
Well, yeah, I mean everybody loves Darth Maul because he is one of the best Sith warriors, and that is the pinnacle of Kenobi's long term enemy. Obi-Wan was the only one that struck Darth Maul down, cut him in half.
This is what I was looking for. The latest news.
Visit AHS.com.
Keep going.
Plan AHS for this special offer.
The new book by Alexander Freed, Reign of the Empire, is coming out at New York Comic Con and will be available to everybody else after from Random House. The Ewoks comic just came out last week because I know Spencer picked that one up. It's Ewoks issue number 1. Jedi Power Battles, we already talked about that one. Not seeing anything in here for a Crimson Dawn, so I don't know where you got that from. It looks like that's probably fake.
Well, I guess it's pretty much almost like fan made because everybody, all the
Yeah,
fans
it had to be
wants
fan made because I'm
Maul.
not seeing anything in here official news. And then of course, don't forget we're basically less than 2 months away now from the official release of Skeleton Crew.
That's true. And not only that, also
They keep saying it's going to be like Goonies meets Star Wars.
And of course, so we will be. I think they're going to make another Mandalorian series season.
So it's from what I keep they keep going back and forth, but what it sounds like they're going to do is, so the movie's coming out next. So the movie is going to be like an official end to the Mandalorian story. But it sounds like what they're going to do is maybe do a spin-off show or something from that, like start a new thing that's going to be like separate from it, but still in that universe, like that side of the universe around that same time period. So it sounds like that's what they're developing now. It's not going to be, they could do a Grogu spin-off. They could do something with like Bo-Katan if they want to do a Bo-Katan show. They could do like a show more about like the Mandalorians as a people, not just him. So they've got a lot of options. And then what's his name there? The dude, oh yeah, Cad Bane that showed up in that show, and he's also in what is it? Book of Boba Fett. No, he was in Book of Boba Fett. That's what it was. And then I've heard some rumors that like the fans want Boba Fett to come back, but they want him to have like a better written character, like maybe bring him back in somehow and like kind of finish his story, because a lot of people said it doesn't feel like his story's finished yet. Like they need to finish his story. So maybe you see if Tamora Morrison will want to come back and finish that Boba Fett story, maybe closer to kind of something he wants to see with his character that's like more badass. So that could be kind of cool if they decide to do something with that. And that was kind of the idea originally, was they were going to do a big like tie-in event movie, like with like the Mandalorian and Ahsoka, like, and it still might be on the table. They have like Mandalorian, Ahsoka, and some other things kind of all come together, and then it's going to be all the good guys versus Thrawn and Thrawn's forces as like a tie-in like final movie. And I keep telling everybody I want that movie to be called Heir to the Empire, because it would tie perfectly back with that book from the 90s with when they introduced Thrawn as like the big bad threat. That would be kind of like really like a really cool nod to the past to be like, all right, check this out. This is our version of a new story that's also called Heir to the Empire.
Yes, because see, Thrawn, he is the heir to the throne of the Emperor.
Which
So,
they've done some
he
weird
is
things with his
actually-
character story, but yeah, it's really cool what they've done.
I mean, he is the in other words, he is the ruler of the empire. He controls the empire. But here's the thing though. He's been out of touch so much, and he did not know that the war was over. But
and in the new
the
canon,
Empire,
he was actually away. So he was away from the Empire. So when he comes back, I think he finds out that the Empire is not there anymore. And he's basically, what he's going to do is he's going to retake the galaxy and make it in his image, using like the structure of the former empire and kind of mold it to his will instead of the emperor's. Which they're kind of setting that up.
Yeah.
If you watch the end of Mandalorian season 3, that also ties in kind of with that plus Aftermath. They even mentioned, I think if I remember correctly, they mentioned Thrawn in that discussion between all the Imperials in that room where Moff Gideon's having their little hologram discussion with all the other admirals and stuff like that. And I'm like, dude, if they keep doing that storyline, that's some good shit. That's really good Star Wars. And if they keep that up, I'm like, dude,
Yes.
like, and I'm hoping they tie it in with the Mandalorian and Grogu movie because it was kind of set in Mandalorian season 3 at the end there. If they tie it in with that and they make that the big thing, dude, like, we have options. We have so many, like, if that comes back and hits the big screen hard, like, Star Wars is very much back.
Definitely. And
now, don't
who
get me wrong,
cares about
after
episode
what
10?
happened with the Acolyte,
We got
I'm still very, very worried the direction Star Wars is going. It's not in a good place right now. So I'm holding out hope that it gets better, but at the same time, I'm keeping my expectations low. Like, at this point, I'm just like, they got to prove to us they can actually make a good story again. Because right now, they haven't proven to us they can do jack diddly crap.
Right. Thank you, Disney, for our Star Wars. Not.
I would say it's been very hit or miss. So like Force Awakens was good, Rogue One was good. Last Jedi was the moment everything got polarized and split the fan base in half. That's where Last Jedi just broke the fan base in two, just bam, separate, like a Kit Kat bar, just breaking it like a Kit Kat. This half liked it, this half hated it, and there was no in between. You either liked it or you didn't like it. That was how bad it was. I would say Solo was mixed. A lot of people like Solo. They say it's a very kind of like return to like a fun Star Wars. Not everybody likes it, which is fine. I felt like I told everybody, and I used to talk with my old podcast friends. We all said Solo was just like a fun side adventure. It was totally nothing wrong with that. And then you get to Rise of Skywalker, and that was like a continuation of Last Jedi, which is just kind of like eh.
But you have to understand though, Solo. This is how Han Solo and Chewbacca met for the very first time.
Mm-hmm.
How they got the Millennium Falcon, and how in the world that it made the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs.
Well,
and,
I like how they did it in Solo because he's always been like a braggadocious guy. So it was really like I think 13 or 14 parsecs, but Han Solo is trying to make himself look hotter, like a bigger hot shot. So he's like, I did it in 12.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Here's this. You did not know this, but before you think Harrison Ford made a couple movies before Star Wars?
Yes,
are deadly wrong.
Nope, he did. He was in George Lucas's American Graffiti.
But that was not his big break.
That was his early break. I think the first Star Wars, A New Hope, that was his big break.
That was
put him on the map,
big
and then that's
break.
why they brought
That's
him
where
back
he got a lot.
They casted him to play Indiana Jones, like right after that.
Right after that, but it was not Indiana Jones. It was called Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yep. Much like how A New Hope used to just be
Raiders
Star Wars.
Now, Star Wars: A New Hope, not episode A New Hope. It is Star Wars: A New Hope.
And then back then, they didn't even have the A New Hope. That was the crazy thing. Like when it first came out, it was just Star Wars. That was it. Because they didn't even know if they were going to have a sequel. Like they
just
were just
like
like, all right, let's make a fun movie and throw it up on the big screen. If people like it, cool. If they don't, all right, it was a good one-time movie. Because that's just kind of like how sci-fi movies were back in the 60s and 70s. It was a lot of just one-off stories.
Yeah, but Star Wars was a good. I mean, George Lucas did great with his franchise. It was 4, 5, 6 was great. Uh, Different versions, different ways how he done it, and God bless James Earl Jones, the best voice of Darth Vader. I mean, may he rest in peace. And we all loved him very much. I mean, he voiced in a lot of a lot a lot of oh man. He voiced not only Darth Vader, but Mufasa from The Lion King, and also he was in uh he was in that one movie clip with Robin Williams. And James Earl Jones, he was the one that stuttered with the cameras and everything. He's the only one that stuttered. And he said, uh, "Do you want to
Yep.
Richie, or do you want to Fuji?" And Robin Williams does that. And then he copied and mimicked James Earl Jones on that, and he said, and James Earl Jones said, "F you."
Mm.
It was so hilarious. I laughed my butt off for that. Two of the greats of the greats in one movie clip. Robin Williams and James Earl Jones. May they rest in peace. I love them to death. I tell
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, it sucks. Two legends that we miss dearly.
Oh man. Field of
Speaking of which,
Dreams.
I'm gonna
The
go grab a drink
Sandlot.
real quick so I can pour one out for the homies.
Of course, since I already. Oh man. Okay, guys. Um, we are pretty much down the wire of this stream, but I just want to say that we are going to be like I said, we're going to have a good time next week. If maybe, if not, I don't know. Excuse me. Now we will be discussing more about the PlayStation 3s, PSP games, and PS2 games, consoles, and stuff. So there's, like I said, it's not much of a library. We might do two in one, and of course, so we will be trying to get things started off. Uh, Now we do have. I'm going to reveal a game that I did play, and it's really good. It has a uh, little different. Well, to be quite honest with you, it has a bit of a twist to it. Okay, since now he's back. With a sun kiss. With a sun kiss.
Sponsored totally by Sunk. Sunk. This podcast is sunk.
Well, two
You know what they say? Don't be an S.
last oh my gosh. You clown. Okay. Now there's one. Now I am going to tell you
Hey,
that I have
Ronnie,
played this
hey,
game. And
Ronnie, hey, Ronnie. Why are you looking so orange today?
I ain't Donald Trump.
You've been eating those carrots?
No.
Also, kids, eat your fruits and vegetables. Very good for you.
Definitely. Just make sure you eat your fruits and vegetables. You eat a fruit, eat a vegetables, and make sure you stay nice and healthy and strong, so that way you can be able to do things athletically or anything that comes to your mind, and that way you stay fit. And also during the winter months, make sure now during the winter months, you need to there's nothing wrong with eating burgers every now and then, but make sure that you have a good hot meal during these here winter months. We just had a cold front came through yesterday,
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
cold up here in the
down
Midwest
and
right
now,
It's going to drop down into the 20s
and
tonight.
it got down to it's going to for us it has dropped down to the high. The highs was like 68, 69, and the low was down in the 40s. So that but now that tells you that people we're in the we're in we may be in the same time zone, but the climate is totally different because he's up north, I'm down here in the south. But
And the
I
humidity is
mean,
different too.
where's there? And the humidity is way different. We get a muggy humidity down here, so it's like, how can you deal like this? Or somebody says, like, huh, this is nice. We get a lot of mixed views about this here, but for us though, because for us it's hot and it's muggy, and we can't handle the heat. Some of us just can't handle it. But some people up north, I mean, some people up north, it's very hard. If you want to come down here, um, well, good luck. If you can handle the heat, all right. But if you can't handle the heat, stay out of the kitchen.
Agreed.
Oh, now let's see. The next thing, I would say, there's one game that I have tried, and it was a pretty good game. It is a PlayStation game, and it is none other than Avatar: The Last Airbender: The Quest for Balance.
Or not to be confused with Spaceballs, the quest for more money. Did you ever hear about that?
Yes, I know. Ugh, Baseballs. That's a one-shot parody of a Star Wars.
Mm-hmm. It was, and it was actually really good.
And too bad there is no sequel to it. Thank God.
They've been talking about it for
Could
years.
not
It
contain my
might
laughter.
actually be happening. I think I'd heard. I think they're in production for it right now, I think.
But don't they know that you cannot have a couple of key characters because it's the one person that's trying to play as Chewie,
Oh yeah,
trying
he
to be
passed
like
away.
Chewie
John
the
Candy.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I think that was
passed
the discussion they were
away.
having. Is like, how do you continue it without John Candy?
I
It's
guess you
hard,
can.
man.
I mean, that's one thing you just can't do. It is
Yeah.
hard. I mean, yes, you got a different. I mean, you got like different characters that's still alive, but but you can't have some of the movies that you want without a certain actor. John Candy is gone.
I would say he's pretty quintessential to that franchise. Now, is he a side character? Yes, but he plays a very main role in that movie.
He's a comic relief.
Yeah, he's a very big comic relief.
Very big comic relief. But everybody loves John Candy. I mean, he is John Candy. Not only he was in Spaceballs, but John Candy, he was also in
He's in a bunch of different movies.
let me think. Rookie of the Year. Um
He's the main actor in Uncle Buck.
oh let me think. Uncle Buck. Ah, that cool. That one movie that cool. It was
Cool Runnings.
Cool Runnings. Cool Runnings.
Yeah.
Yes, Cool Runnings. Yes, he was that coach of the for the Jamaican bobsled team.
Yes.
Not to confuse people with Cool Boarders. That's snowboarding. That is a
That's a
PS1
PlayStation
game.
series.
Yes.
No, don't get me wrong. Playing Cool Borders as a
And
kid is a lot of fun. It is. It was fun. It was part of our childhood.
oh yes, definitely. I got that game too. So.
I remember
Oh,
playing. I forget which one it was.
and,
The demo disc, like when I was a kid, and I was like, "This is amazing."
You all right?
okay, there is one demo disc that the demo disc that I got for the PS1. It was Atlantis, the Lost Empire, which I got the full game version of.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a video of there's a video for let me think of Twisted Metal, and there was another one too. I don't know which one. Spider-Man, Madden, and Monsters Incorporated, and I can't think of another one though. So I mean, there is a few of those on the demo, but I mean, it's not much. Seriously, it's not much. To think
Not
about
much.
on that, but no, but I have tried this game, and it is pretty. It's funny and it's fun too. Um, now you play as Aang. You can play as Katara. Sokka is your three main ones,
Yep.
mostly.
Yep.
But then you can also play as some other additional characters as well alongside. And that is Suki from the Kyoshi Warriors. And also But after that, you go to the after the water tribe. Go to the water tribe, northern water tribe. But I don't know who else. No, I'm not 100% sure. But you do also play as uh, another character later on. In the Earth Kingdom, you pick up Hawk, the
Mm-hmm.
blind girl, the blind bandit who is the most powerful
Who
earthbender.
throws rocks?
If I mean powerful, if I mean powerful, she is pretty powerful. I mean, she may
Mm-hmm.
be blind, but she can see through earthbending at will. She can see a lot. And then um but after throughout the time though, after that, you can also play as Prince Zuko of the Fire Nation. But that would be in book 3, Fire. And of course, though, you can also do. But here's the thing, though, about this game, though. It says play the legend, master the elements, solve challenging puzzles, and experience the epic adventure of the original Avatar, the Last Airbender series, in this single player or co op adventure. It is also a co op. And also, it has some good sponsorships to this game. Got Game Meal Entertainment, Bamtang, you, and the main sponsor of Avatar: The Last Airbender is none other than Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon is the biggest sponsor for this great series franchise. Who cares about the Legend of Korra? Legend of Korra is not the best. It's just too much involved. It's just it don't have a. Yes, we all keep going. We're keeping it going right now, Dinger. So we're kind of putting much down to the wire a little bit. As usual, you always off, and then you always come back around in the last minute.
Yeah.
But now oh now we just talked about this you've been busy editing things. Okay, cool. We just talked about this game here, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Quest for Balance. It's a PlayStation 4 game, and I picked up over at GameStop for about $26.59. So it's not bad. Not bad of a price.
No, not right now.
Would you? It's not bad of a price. Now, would you say they're getting?
Mm-hmm. Not bad.
So, oh, and oh, it's got some pretty good ones on here as well. I like it. It's pretty fun. Uh, now, oh,
This is a treat.
now,
Surprise me at home.
now,
How'd you get this
Spencer. Um, okay, got a big video coming out Friday. Let's see here. He's okay. Spencer said got a big video coming out Friday. Can't miss it. May get it finished tonight. If not, won't have too much left for tomorrow.
I know he's trying to get his stuff ready for New York Comic Con pretty soon too. because the con's getting ready to come
Yes,
up,
he
and all
is.
all
I
the big
bet.
announcements are about to hit.
What's going on?
Yeah.
'Cause there's
Um,
something.
there's a lot. I know that. Yeah, there is a lot of things with the Comic Cons. Oh, there's a lot going on with.
So there
Let's see. Now, Spencer. I want to. Okay, let's see. We'll definitely be saving New York Comic Con news as I see them. Okay. Now, Spencer. Now this is what I want to ask you. Okay. Um, do you know any PSP games that you could think of for next week or whenever I decide to do up another stream for it? Because I have to save some time on these streams, because I don't want to over. I'm trying not to overuse StreamYard. But do you have any games that will be no not familiar with PSP? Okay, okay. But well, with that being said, that'd be okay. Now, would you be willing? Would you be willing to be on for the PS3 side of it? Because after the PSP, we'll be doing the PS3 and possibly the PSV,
Sponsored by
the
Sunkiss.
Vista, sponsored by Sunkids Orange. Oh, by the way. And also sponsored by GameStop.
Game Exchange.
Power to the players.
Game Exchange.
I try not to use that plug-in, dude. Oh my gosh. Well, okay, Spencer. It's either. Well, we will be talking something on that as well, but after that, we will be doing the PS4 during the generation console. As well, we will be doing more of those. Now, let's see. Let's see. Oh, let me think. Let me think. Let's see. I try not to use that plug-in. Really, Spencer? Really?
Really? Really indeed.
You really had to go there now, did you? Did you? I really kind of hate that. But but would you be willing to oh be part of the PS3 stream? Well, come on, Spencer. I did not say the plug. Okay, I did not say it. Gannon did. I didn't say it because I know I always boast about it and everything, but I did not boast about it tonight. Jeez. Even though I had been went over there, but I mean, I'm not going to say it because everybody knows it. Come on, Spencer. Jeez.
You got this.
So,
Your liver health
um,
increasingly important
now
with the aging process.
I have to say though,
To make taking care of your liver
um,
easy. Dose is an organic blend of liver supporting ingredients.
now
That's clinically backed
I'm
to
going to say
promote
this
healthy
here.
liver function. So that
My pick of the day is Avatar: The Last Airbender, the Quest for Balance. That is my pick, or should I say my pick of the week? But I would say this here, Gannon and Spencer, since Spencer is still here. Spencer, if you want to comment your pick of the week of a game or during the PS2 era, or any of the online capabilities of the PS2 era, or whatnot, or any kind of PlayStation game that is your pick of the week, you can comment on this and tell us. And also, Gannon, what is your pick of the week?
Pick for which?
Pick of the week, like like your what is your pick of all the PS2 games or any kind of game that is pretty much stands out for you for this week?
I'm trying to think if there's anything that's been specifically that's a sticker outer. I'm trying to think of something. I'll think of something.
Well, the mine is let's see. Uh, uh, now mine is Avatar: The Last Airbender because it's one that I played recently, just played, and it's pretty good. As and also it's got some little races in it. I uh I was doing that ooh, wee. uh I was riding on a little otter penguin looking thing uh from the southern border tribe. I rode a koi fish on over there at the Kyoshi Island or Whale Island, whatever it is. And then I had to fly on Appa to get away from the Fire Nation Navy ships to get to the crescent-shaped island.
We are not the same persons this year as last, nor are those we love. It is
Well,
a chance that we
at least we didn't have to hear that, or otherwise it will probably shake the whole stream apart if you ever done that. Well, Gannon, we probably gonna have to give Spencer a new nickname.
The dingus among men.
Nope, Burpee Dingus.
Burpee dingus. Why burpee dingus?
Read this.
I just thought it was a monstrous burp. Sad you all didn't hear it. I know. Don't worry. I could hear that from Indiana, buddy. I heard that one across the state line. Don't you worry. It was
I
rolling
couldn't
on the
hear
wind
because
like
I think
thunder.
and his name was King Burpee for a reason.
Da, 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 da.
Da, 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 da. Oh Lord. Oh, But don't forget though, don't forget. Uh, he he is the adopted son to one of Cat's streamers.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yes, he is. He is a junior, of course.
Put your right hand out. I'm alive. I'm 5'4". Stab me in the chest. I do the
Sorry,
same to
Spencer.
you.
I had to go there.
You want us to hurt each other.
Cannot live that one down for a lick. Oh, man.
What'd you find? Well, date night is very important to the son's
But now now Spencer, what is your pick of the week? Take your time, buddy. But let's see here. But if I had to pick another, now if I had to pick another one, I would probably have to say, well, I would probably gonna have to say, let's
Jack 2.
just say,
My pick of the week's gonna be Jack 2, by the way.
Somebody fights back, and the husband just waits for the wife.
Because it just
Jack
had its
2.
21st anniversary the other day.
It's dark. We're not paying attention.
Oh yes, yes. Pick of the week for what?
All right. Well,
I'm doing I'm doing like something like what Chris done or something like the pick of the week. Your standout game that you played that really stands out for you, and why the graphics or why it's your favorite or for the week, and like you want to
he's having your phone. That's how I was getting in.
exporting video now with the sunshades. Okay, what? Exporting video now?
Which means, yeah, he means he's finalized his video. He's exporting it out as a saved video file, and then he's gonna upload it.
Oh, the pick of the week I did was from you. Oh. Whoops. My bad. I just went burn rentals for a moment.
Can you explain why it took you 2 days to file?
Let's see. Oh yeah, burnt rentals. God bless his soul. Oh, cool. But I mean, but what was you? But since you, we'll see. Probably tomorrow. But now, Spencer, if even though this is my show, it is my show. What is your pick of the week, anyways?
He's been patient and organized up to now. Why wouldn't he wait? Maybe one was enough.
No, he can talk how much in couples.
My son wouldn't change his MO without a reason. We're missing him real big.
Please don't tell me he's going to try to be the Grinch.
Honey, I picked up your prescription and now I'm on my way home. I'll see you soon. Yeah.
How about this here? Spencer, do you have a quarter? Yes. Any PS2 game. Any PS2 game. Pick of the week.
stories that made a difference.
But if I had to pick a PS2 game pick of the week for me, it would have to be none other than um
Democracies rely on free press. You're always hoping when you write a story that it will make the world a better place. This is a celebration of the best in American journalism.
huh.
Sunday night at 8/7 Central. Find script
Spencer said this here, Gannon. Actually, I'll pick Simpsons Hit and Run because of a cool mod it just recently got.
That's an HQ. You can do it.
at SNHU, having the support that I had really helped me understand what I can accomplish. After I graduated, I started a new job. My degree has opened new
Okay.
doors that I truly didn't
Now, for me though, if I had to pick a PlayStation 2 game, it would have to be none other than let me think.
For a meal for your future in-laws.
Um,
With the Cormick by your side for
I'm not gonna say Star Wars Battlefront or Battlefront 2 because that has always been a good game of mine. But I'm not gonna say that though. But my pick of the week for the PS2 era, it would have to be none other than
making sure he lives a long, healthy, happy life.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Special guest touring Athens way today. So, we've all lost weight with those new meds.
The reason why for Shadow the Hedgehog because the fact that with this new game coming out later on this month, pretty short actually on the I think either on the 27th, 26th, 27th of this month. It's going to be that's when it's going to launch. The Sonic X Shadow Generations. Shadow the Hedgehog is one of the good underrated underdog games. It's it shows that it has a continuation Shadow storyline, but the storyline is expansive. It has over 300 storylines, branching stories, different story titles, and of course the music, the music that it has. I am all of me, different, like almost dead. All Hell Shadow, and
Load up, boys.
different ones though. But the game,
Can't believe we didn't always win.
what?
Let's not rebrowse any memories. Let's do something about it. Number 7's Future Renew Serum
What?
reverses visible signs of sun damage with a world-class peptide technology. Number 7.
What'd you say there, bub?
Just reverse.
Oh, sorry, I'm talking to this guy in the game.
Oh, now, now let me tell you that the Shadow the Hedgehog, it shows great promise. It shows right after the events of Sonic Heroes, and it shows that Shadow tries to figure out who he was, what he was, trying to regain a memory, and it has some good branching storylines. So it's kind of weird how everything done's up, but it's got a 2P versus mode where you could be a different version of the actual Shadow the Hedgehog, or you be a robot, or like a robotic Shadow the Hedgehog as well. And of course, the different vehicles you can acquire. You can get a chopper motorcycle, a jeep, an armored car, um, a floating platforms, um, and also if you find 5 keys to unlock a secret portal or door, you can go through there. And of course, there is another thing too. Um, there is another one that it shows great promise, and that will be none other than the.
Now, you understand
Let
why
me
I was
think.
waiting
Let
for
me
you to
think.
come up? You know, celebrate this thing together. This is
But you mostly play as Shadow, but there is one. There's one thing though about that. You can also acquire different guns: a pistol, a submachine gun, a heavy machine gun, um, alien weapons, swords, or different other weapons, other vehicles like a walker, jump walker, or a walker with missiles, with guns, missiles, or or just different ones. And of course, let me think. There is one other. Uh, there's one other. I'm trying to think what that one is. It's oh shoot, or I can't think of it. Dang it. But I mean, it's got different characters on there. But here's the thing: you don't play as them. You play as Shadow, and you also play. And also do this here. You can be the different characters that go along with you is Sonic mostly, Tails, Knuckles, um, Black Doom. He is the other main villain character. Amy, Cream, uh, let's see, the whole team of Chaotix, which is Vector, Charming, and SBO. Oh, let me see. Let's see, another one is Eggman. Eggman. Eggman is also another type of character that will. Uh, he has his little surveillance drone, and that goes with you. He can play as a. He could be on the hero side, or he is on the other side. So uh it's pretty much those two. Uh, let me think of another one. Uh, there is another one that is one other character. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, Rouge. Rouge the Bad is also another one. Another one that you do. Heading out. Have a good night, fellas. All right, buddy. All right, there, Spencer.
Yeah, I'm probably getting ready to bounce
Uh,
too.
okay. Uh, yeah, and it's been going on over like 2 hours.
Yeah.
But um, I would say this here again. It's I'm going to say before before we're going to leave out. Um, what you have what you got going on this week other than work? I know,
So I
but
actually have a few
what
extra
you got
days
going
off
on?
this week because of their reducing hours at work. So I'm actually gonna be taking care of some other stuff I haven't been able to do for a while. So I will be around a little bit more this week and this weekend, but we're gonna see what's going on from there. So right now, nothing planned at the moment
Okay.
other than helping take my girlfriend to some job interviews and such.
And speaking with your girlfriend, how is she doing?
Oh, she's doing all right.
Good. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad everything's working out. Hopefully, I just hope that she does find herself a good, nice job so she can be able to help you out. So trying to keep the stress level low.
Oh yeah.
And I hope everything works out and everything. Now, do you have anything? Do you have anything upcomings on the other streams that you will be participating this week?
Just might be doing some stuff with Spencer again soon. We're seeing what's happening there. Not quite sure exactly what. We're working on additional details for the moment.
Okay, good. All right, all right. Well, I am going to be working the rest of this week, and I'm going to be trying to do some I'm trying to get pay some car. I'm trying to pay the car insurance, and I'm trying to get things done. It's a lot of a hassle. I'm picking up pecans this year. I'm getting. I just picked up a bucket right now, and I'm trying to pick up some more. I'm still trying to get those retro consoles, the NES and the SNES, from someone. And trying to get. And I will show y'all the actual uh the actual uh, uh we have I am trying to get it before I can I will try to get them soon and try to show y'all what I purchased, but hopefully I promise you it's worth the while, worth the wait. And once I get them, I will be revealing them to you all momentarily. So, this is the Lightning, and my good buddy Patrick Gannon 1 through 6. I am Ronnie J. Lucas. This it has been a good stream. Thank you all for coming out, and we thank you for Spencer to be coming. Came out, and so uh, I'll now me and Gannon will be maybe doing something off screen. So if if anybody wants to join in, you could find me on here on YouTube, or you can find me on Messenger on Facebook, Discord, and Telegram. I am Blackfire Lightning on Discord. So if you want to find me on Discord, you can look me up, and I will set you up on a date. We can do a good little recording video or a uh, little stream for you and me, and we can get things going. So I will talk to y'all momentarily. And as of now, this has this this is now concluded to the PlayStation 2 console game comparison. And I have to say, this has been the most monumental comparison we ever had, except for even though the last 2 weeks I had to do it solo. I will say that this has been good. I promise you that um, I just hope that the next ones are not going to be as much trouble. And this one here has been the longest running comparisons. I had never thought that the PlayStation 2 would have over 4,000 game titles, including some of the online game titles that is online. So, and also some of the PSP portable ports that is compatible for the PlayStation 2 that has some of the save files that's been done over the last 10 years. So, with that being said, I will say that I would say this here, everyone. Thank you all for coming. So I will say goodbye, good night, and you all have a great day. May the force be with you, and may the source be with you. Woo.